What is going on, everybody? Project Rod here, and it is time for the final competition of the All-Star Challenge here in Las Vegas. We have Freestyle after Matt Johnson and Max D took the best trick competition win, helping Team Thunderstorm have an enormous lead over Team Crazy Jammers. So they're really going to have to make up a lot of points here if they want to take the win away from Team Thunderstorm. This is the final point count after best trick. As you can see, a 28-point difference between the two teams. So Team Crazy Jammers are really going to have to come out and put on an amazing show to get those top spots, the more higher scoring spots in terms of the total points earned from this competition. Again, this is the lineup for both teams, Driftboy 912 and El Toro Loco leading Team Crazy Jammers, and Megalodon and Brandon Thunder leading Team Thunderstorm. Let's go ahead and get started with Freestyle. Right off the bat, we have April Summers in Gravedigger coming down the green lane, and huge, gigantic leap, trying to clear the entire obstacle, not quite getting it, kind of going into a little bit of a, I don't know what to call it, kind of a frenzy, I guess, I don't know. Able to save it, though, and continue the run, and she's going to get some huge air off the opposite end of the track, so a great way to state your presence and really just show up and show out on in Freestyle. So right off the bat, an amazing start to get everyone's attention, and as long as she can keep this momentum and get some great hits in, she should be able to get a great score. And again, she herself, along with the rest of her teammates, really need to come out and put on an amazing freestyle show to get those top spots in the leaderboard to get the most points to help them out. Because if they can get multiple drivers from Team Crazy Jammers in that top 6, they can definitely fight back and have a chance to take this away from Team Thunderstorm. But right now, so far, some great air back and forth by April Summers, just airing it out completely in or on the track. So let's see what else she can have in store for us. Maybe some good, some combos, some saves, something to kind of differentiate and just add some more variety to this run. Looks like she's going to go for a backflip now. No, I think she was trying to go for a corkscrew and didn't quite get it. Luckily, though, enough momentum to get her back over, and she's going to combo into a moonwalk. So let's see, maybe she can go for a reverse flip here, and she is getting enough momentum to get up and over. And she's back on all fours now. She's in bonus time. So let's see what she can do here. Bonus going for a crazy ride here. Able to save it. No. I thought it was going to end the run prematurely, but she's able to continue, and she's going to go for a huge backflip here. Nicely done. Kind of stuck in the throttle here, and that might be it for her run. That's going to be the end of her run. So an abrupt stop to her freestyle run. However, it was a great run nonetheless, as we take a look at a replay of what she had going on, and just about filled the clock, really, and some great air all the way around. I mean, started off with great air, kept great air across the entire run. Right here, unfortunately, didn't quite get the corkscrew, but it was fine. She was able to combo it and make the most out of it. There it is, that reverse flip that she got from that corkscrew that unfortunately didn't come through to fruition. But here we go, and the final score for Gravedigger and April Summers is a 37-35 in regulation, 2 in bonus. So a great score right off the bat, and it's going to be a tough one to beat. But here comes Bakugan Dragonoid and Daniel the Fireball Murray, an average freestyle score of 40 in his first season of the Steel Titans 2 series, and 3 freestyle wins on the season, starting off with trying to get a corkscrew, just about landing it almost. And now he's going to be able to continue the run. So a pretty, I don't want to say dramatic, but an interesting start to his run, trying to get the most out of it. And look at this, somewhat of a barrel roll, kind of from going into that jump in the middle of a bicycle. So a great start, really, for Bakugan, but he needs to get some more control. I feel like he's kind of all over the place right now, and kind of needs to get that, get that control back and really run this run and not let the truck just go wherever he needs to, wherever it feels like going. But nice backflip. Looks like he's kind of back in control, and he's going to do the most that he can here, getting a nice wheelie. And he's going to try. He's barely going to get the front flip in, but he had just enough momentum to get it. So a nice save afterwards. And now going into a bicycle. This might be some trouble, though. Sending the truck forward, landing on the lid, and getting back on all fours possibly. No, now he's stuck in reverse. Again, letting the truck go where it's going, and sometimes it doesn't always work out. He needs to get that control back of this truck. It looks like he's stuck in some sidewalls now. 20 seconds left in his run, and he's pulling out the old Sharknado that Megalodon has made, or has really brought into the spotlight. So right here, nice combo into a wheelie and clipping the tire stack there, the 8-pack. kind of bringing him back down, which is probably for the best. Keep that control in. Going for a huge backflip, landing hard on that front right side. So luckily the truck is still good, and he is now in bonus. So let's see what else he can do as he tries to fill out the clock here. So far, pretty good run. Again, some great momentum, some great combos. Just the truck's been all over the place, and not sure how well that'll be perceived by the judges. So 10 seconds left in bonus. See what else he can do. Get one final big move here before time ends. He's going to end it with a reverse flip right there. So that'll be the end of Bakugan Dragonoid and Daniel the Fireball Murray's run, as we take a look at a replay of what he had here today. And right there, starting off with a corkscrew, trying to get that corkscrew in there, didn't quite get it all the way. But again, some amazing saves, some great moves here. A little all over the place, a little kind of, I don't know what to call it. I don't want to say hectic, but kind of just scattered, kind of just letting the truck go wherever it felt like going. And a little more control, I feel, could have went a long way. But it's all going to come down to the judges. And there it is, a 35 for Bakugan Dragonoid, 32 in regulation, 3 in bonus. So not enough to take the lead. Here comes Northern Nightmare. Alex Stevens, 27, some huge air on the opposite side. So starting off the same way that his teammate did, April Summers. And just a statement, just saying, hey, I'm here, and I'm here to throw it down and bring the house down. And a great backflip right here off of the container. Northern Nightmare, known for his freestyles, really, unfortunately, never got a freestyle championship. Came close, at least in World Finals 2, came really close. Unfortunately, that went, or at least unfortunately for him, that went to Brian the Dog Webb and Bakugan Dragonoid back in Season 2. A nice bicycle there by Northern Nightmare, but he came close. He was about half a point off of tying Bakugan Dragonoid that year, or that season. So, I mean, an incredible freestyle. Look at this, beautiful save, still keeping the body intact, so still showing that he's in control of this run, and he's going to give it the best that he absolutely can. Again, he has had one of the highest scores we've ever seen in this competition. Almost a perfect score. Look at this, a reverse flip, but now some trouble. Can he have enough momentum? And he is going to have enough momentum to get back on all fours, so he will continue the run with 25 seconds to go. So far, a great run, great momentum, hitting just about everything he can, getting different combos and saves in. So definitely something the judges want to see. A nice, beautiful save there again. So now he's kind of just going for it. At this point, has already destroyed the body. Almost, look at this beautiful save, avoiding the wall and comboing it with a wheelie. So again, amazing driving by Northern Nightmare and Alex Stevens, again known for his freestyle runs, and he can really just throw it out there and put on some of the best runs you'll ever see. 10 seconds into bonus so far, just about right now. 20 seconds left. Let's see what else he has in store for us. And could this be the end? No. Enough momentum to get him back on, and he has enough time for maybe just one more big move. And it looks like he's going to go for the center jump, getting some huge air, some of the biggest we've seen so far. And a great landing right there. So that's going to be it for Northern Nightmare as he slams into the backflip containers there and is setting up back up and over. Of course, none of that will count towards his score, but a great way to end the run and a great show for all the fans and everybody watching. So some replays of what has went on his run, and really a great run all the way around. And I feel like we could see a new leader. It had just about everything you want to see when it comes to a freestyle run. Some great saves right there. That was a good one there. And some great moves here. That reverse flip here almost ended his run, but he was able to save it and continue. So here we go. Here comes the score at a 43. So a huge score for Northern Nightmare. And I wouldn't expect any less. So here's your new leader. Perfect 40 in regulation and a 3 in bonus. So that is going to be incredibly tough to beat. Here comes Doomsday and MMJ Producer, also known for his freestyle runs, as he's starting pretty crazily here. Able to save it and continue the run. But again, this guy in the Arena Series was dominant in freestyle with 3 total freestyle wins in his first season. So definitely a truck that can meet that what Northern Nightmare just did. Can definitely compete with what Northern Nightmare just put out there. So don't count this guy out. He may have been in the arenas, but he can freestyle, and that's something that he really needs right now to get those points for Team Thunderstorm. Excuse me. And nice backflip here, kind of at the midway point of the run. So definitely a great start. If he can keep all his momentum going, he should be good. But again, LCQ winner here in World Finals 3, got that 15th and final spot in the competition and the lineup for World Finals 3. So definitely a huge moment for him, and really just showing what kind of talent this guy brings to the sport and to this competition. So 20 seconds left in regulation. Let's see what else he can do. Get some big moves here. Nice combo there. Kind of sending him off to the side. I'm sure if he was able to, if that didn't happen, and I'm sure it's not his fault. Gravity is a is a beast in itself and can really hurt you here. But had that not happened, he could have definitely tried to get a reverse flip into the mix there. So a great backflip, and look at this, a reverse move. So definitely something unique and different from the other competitors so far. And a wheelie sending him up and over, and then almost got another wheelie there. But 20-ish seconds or so in bonus time, and it's been a great run. Now it just makes me wonder, is it going to be enough to beat that of Northern Nightmare's 43? That's going to be something that we all, I'm sure, want to know by this point. He has enough time for one more big move. He's going to go for a backflip off the side of the containers, land it perfectly, and that's going to be it for MMJ Producer and Doomsday. This donut here is going to be for the fans and everybody watching. It will not be towards his score. He's going to end it right there on the side. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at some replays as we wait for the final scores to come in. And again, a great run, great moves, big combos, and a lot of great driving. Wouldn't expect any less from MMJ Producer, especially after what we've seen in the Arena Series. But is it going to be enough to beat that amazing 43 set by Northern Nightmare and Alex Stevens? 27 and a 38, so close, 5 points shy of tying Northern Nightmare, but still an amazing score nonetheless, and just 1 point over Gravedigger. So just an amazing run nonetheless. Soldier Fortune now, huge air, starting the same way that Gravedigger did, rolling over and now comboing it into a moonwalk. So everybody's starting big at this point. Everybody wants to come out and putting amazing moves out right there. A Freedom Flyer, getting that angle just right to rotate the truck to get his signature move in. So right off the bat, just starting off crazy, and everybody just wants to come out and put on an amazing show. And we've seen some high scores so far, so that's how you know everybody's coming out and giving their absolute best. Brian the Dog Webb here again, no stranger to this competition. This is his second season, or season 3 was his second season. He drove Bakugan Dragonoid in season 1 and Soldier Fortune in season 2, and in season 1 was when he got the World Finals 2 Freestyle Championship, an amazing freestyle run, and just barely beating out, like I said, Northern Nightmare and Monster by Dalmatian. April Summers came close, but Bakugan Dragonoid and Brian the Dog Webb took that win, and really earned it. It was an amazing run, not to put anybody else down. All those other runs were amazing, but obviously, given the judges and the score, his was the better one that night. But let's see what else he has in store for us. 15 seconds left in regulation, and kind of killing some time here. Going for a reverse flip, it looks like, and not quite getting the angle. So all that time wasted, or all that time that he wasted, was really for nothing, unfortunately, at this point. And going for a wild ride here, saving the truck. He is in bonus, but that was at least 10-15 seconds gone from his freestyle run, so I'm sure that's going to affect him greatly when it comes to scoring the competition. So about halfway through bonus, and a barrel roll. Though unintentional, I'm sure that was one of the cleanest ones we've seen so far. Getting a backflip now on the containers here towards the south end of the track. So enough time for one more big move, I'm sure. And that's going to be it for Soldier Fortune. He's going to end it there on the side, ending it perfectly right at the end of bonus. So taking a look at a replay of his run. Again, some great air all the way around. Great combos, great moves. He did have that time that he wasted trying to line it up for the reverse flip, and unfortunately it didn't work out for him. So hopefully that doesn't come back and bite him in the rear, but chances are it might. We're going to find out right now once these scores come in, and they're about to come in now. Let's see what they're going to be. And a 30 for Soldier Fortune and Brian the Dog Webb. So unfortunately not the outing that he wanted, but Team Crazy Jammer still holding on to that lead thanks to Northern Nightmare. Here comes Son of a Digger and Arcanine 59, and again starting off his run in a big way. Again, that's what you want to do here in the All-Star Challenge. You're an All-Star for a reason. It's because you can really throw it down and put on a show, and that's what everyone's doing so far. Arcanine 59, again, no stranger to the sport, was in Season 1 and 2 in the Arena Series, and, he put on quite a show, put on quite a competition, and unfortunately came up shy, just short, in Season 1 and 2, and just decided to take a break in Season 3. Not sure if we'll see his return in the future, but he is definitely a great competitor and would love to see him come back in future competitions. But he was invited to the All-Star League, and how can he say no? Excuse me, the All-Star Challenge. And how can he say no with such a great honor that is? And already about that halfway point of regulation, so definitely needs to start picking up the pace a bit. And I mean, he's gotten a few freestyle wins, if I remember, in his time in the Arena Series. I mean, he's a great driver, talented driver, a decent racer, and does some trouble here though as he's flipping forward. No, he's gonna combo it with a reverse flip. So using a negative and turning it into a positive, and beautifully done by Son of a Digger and Arcanine 59 as he's coming towards the final seconds of regulation. 13 seconds left of regulation before bonus. So let's see what else he has in store for us. Thought he was gonna line it up for a backflip, but decided not to. He's going to go for slightly a cross thread off the center jump, but this is going to be some trouble. Hard landing, but stuck in the throttle and able to get it back on all fours. I'm sure he's shaking up a bit, though. That really took some out of him. And he's in bonus. Is he going to continue the run? Yes, he is going to continue the run. So he needs to make up for that time lost just now to put on an amazing bonus time to help him out and help out his final score. 10 seconds left. Looks like he's going to go for the center jump. And again, some huge air, rivaling that of Northern Nightmare and Earthshaker from the high jump competition. And that's going to be the end of his run here in the All-Star Challenge. So, nope, he's still going. And that's possibly it. There it is. He's done for the night here in Vegas. So a great start as we take a look at his replays. A great start to this competition. And, I mean, I feel like it was a great run. Definitely lacking in some areas, but had some good combos, had some good saves there. And again, it's all going to come down to the judges, see what they think. That beautiful combo here where it was that violent rollover that he used to his advantage and did a reverse flip off the container, and there it is, a 30 for his freestyle score. So 28 in regulation, 2 in bonus time. Here comes Earthshaker and Angel Garcia, seeing if he can take a third competition tonight. Took racing, took a high jump. So I'm sure he'd love to take freestyle here. He's really showing what he has and what he's capable of here in the All-Star Challenge. Again, had a pretty good season in Season 3, his first year in the Stadium Series. And, had a pretty decent season. Unfortunately, didn't make it towards the top in terms of points, but he did have a few competition wins and just really came out and wowed a lot of us. And again, almost took the Racing World Finals Championship in World Finals 3. So, I mean, this guy is a racer, and he's definitely a talented driver, and right now he's going to show us what he has in store for us as we're getting close to that halfway point here in freestyle. And some trouble as he's going a little too far, and enough momentum to get him back on all fours. So a lucky break for Earthshaker and Angel Garcia. Now he really should try to pick up, then look at this, a somersault, getting it up and over. Thought that was going to be the end of his run, because the way this truck is built, at least the chassis and all that, or those extra extensions to the chassis for the dump truck aspect of this truck. I mean, if you land flat, you land flat. That's it. You're not rolling over. There's nothing that gives, I don't think, to get that full rotation. Luckily, he hit it just right. That sent him bouncing over and back on all fours. So a lucky break for Angel Garcia. 10 seconds left in regulation now. Seeing what he has in store. Should hopefully try to get a big move here before the time ends. I don't think he will, though. No, we are in bonus now. He's going for a corkscrew. Getting it done, now trying to save the truck, and he is going to save the truck. So that corkscrew just right after regulation ended, but still getting it in. Looks like he's going to go for a reverse move off the center jump, and look at this. Haven't seen this yet. Doomsday did have a reverse move, but right here on this center jump, haven't seen that yet. And a great unique move for Earthshaker and Angel Garcia. 8 seconds left in bonus. See what he has in store. Looks like he's going to end it with some cyclones here. And that's going to be the end of the run for Earthshaker. Going to give a little more for the fans. No, unfortunately, like I said, the way this truck is built, it just, once you're over, unless you get a lucky break, and that's it for Earthshaker and Angel Garcia. So we're taking a look at his replay of his run. A great start to the run, just setting up your presence here. And right here, that lucky break here, it was that little bounce in between that helped him get up and over. If it wasn't for that bounce, he would have landed flat on his back, and that would have ended his run. That corkscrew here right at the start of bonus, and this reverse move on the center jump, which was great, mind you, the perfect arc and everything for it. So a 35 for Earthshaker and Angel Garcia, 32 in regulation, 3 in bonus. So here comes Alien Invasion and Cecily 96, the Arena Series Season 1 winner and World Finals 1 Skills champion, starting off with some huge air. Again, rivaling that of Earthshaker and Northern Nightmare. So a great start to her run. Again, like I said, everybody's coming out and putting on great starts and just starting off with a bang. Really just getting the attention right away. They're skipping over, you know, just driving around and kind of easing your way into the freestyle run. They're just going full throttle into whatever they can to get everyone's attention. So right here, going into a nose wheelie into a moonwalk up and over. Didn't quite have the angle for a flip, so probably for the best that she didn't try to attempt it. If not, she'd probably end up on her lid. So here we go. Hitting that halfway point now in regulation time. Again, Alien Invasion of Cecily 96 has been in the past 3 seasons. Again, came from the Arena Series in Season 1, won that championship, and was in the Stadium Series for Season 2 and 3. Unfortunately, in Season 3, didn't quite have the best season. Still a great driver nonetheless, but unfortunately just didn't have the season that she was hoping for. And, you know, we're just going to have to see if at all possible. Look at that save right there. Beautiful. But if at all possible, I mean, who knows? If we ever do have a Season 4 of the Steel Titans 2 series, we'll have to see what she has in store then, or if she just chooses to hang up the steering wheel, if you will. And another beautiful save there. Kind of awkward, but using it to her advantage and getting that save in another great move here. So she is now in bonus time. Getting a cross thread in, getting a little bit of a bicycle in to save the truck. So a great momentum so far. Kind of stuffing it into that corner there of the container. So not quite getting what she wanted, I don't think. But 10 seconds left in bonus. So let's see how she can end this run. Trying to control herself. Nope, she's just going to go ahead and go for some cyclones here to end her run of freestyle here in Vegas. So that's going to be it for Alien Invasion and Cecily 96 as we wait for the replays to come up for the final scores to be tallied up. And again, starting off her freestyle in a great fashion, just getting out there, putting on a show, and getting everyone's attention right off the bat to continue the run. And I feel like that's really making a difference with all of these drivers and really helping them get a great score. And, I mean, it's going to take a really good run, though, to get that score or beat that score that Northern Nightmare has set out. So there you go, a 30 in regulation and a 4 in bonus for a 34. So Mohawk Warrior and the Camera 9785 is the next competitor out. And starting off, so finally the first truck we've seen that hasn't started off in a bang, but still getting it going. And at this point, it all just matters what the rest of the run brings. The Camera 9785, I believe, was in Season 2. Only ran 1 season. Unfortunately, wasn't able to make it out for Season 3, but he did join the judging panel in Season 3, and a save there. Kind of needs to turn it around, though, and get out of that out-of-bounds area to avoid any kind of penalties or any kind of repercussions. So here we go. Nice combo to fix that, or to follow up with that. But again, was in Season 2, joined the judges panel in Season 3, was a great judge, really helped out a lot as we get a different angle here of his run. And right there, just stopping the truck on a dime, getting it to stay on all fours, and so far keeping that body intact. So again, that's another thing that you have to think about is, I mean, if they can keep the body intact and have a great run, that just shows a lot about the kind of driver they are. And he's staying in control. He's really just showing that, hey, I mean, yeah, all the flips and saves and all that stuff is crazy and wild, but being able to do all that and still keep the body intact just speaks volumes. And so far, he's doing pretty good. Does need to pick up the wow factor a bit, though, if he really wants to take that win. Going for a backflip now. And landing on the side. Can he throttle out of it? And he is. Luckily, the angle of that jump leading into that container really helped him out. And he's going to come to the end of his regulation time. So that right there is going to be the last move towards regulation. He is now in bonus. So let's see what he has in store for us here. Lining up for the container. And he's going to go for another backflip. Not quite getting the rotation. Luckily, the jump, or the angle of that jump there, is going to help him get up and over. And just like that, the Mohawk is gone. Now he's just a warrior at this point. And 10 seconds left in bonus. Let's see what else he can do. Nice save, possibly. Yes, look at that. Saving it into a moonwalk. So a great combo for Mohawk Warrior. And that's going to be the end of his run. So we're taking a look at a replay of what he had in store for us today. Not the craziest run, still some great moves, great combos, some good air, some nice air. This beautiful save here, by the way. I mean, it's saving him from a lot of trouble. And I don't know if it'll take the lead, but it should score fairly well as we wait for the judges to get their final scores in. And here it comes, a score of a 31 for Mohawk Warrior, 28 in regulation, 3 in bonus. So here we go. We have 3 more trucks to go, one of which is Max D and Matt Johnson, fresh off that best trick win. And here we go, huge air starting right off the bat, comboing it immediately with another jump. So Matt Johnson again, debuting for the first time here in the Steel Titans 2 series, and a nice save for Max D and Matt Johnson. Again, I wouldn't say it's his full debut, maybe full competition debut. He did have that encore in World Finals 3 where he was in Jurassic Attack and had an amazing double backflip. So definitely a good competitor to look out for in future competitions. Again, he is the owner of the Heavy Metal Monsters League, so be sure to check him out, show him some love, and he'll be in the Showdown League coming here pretty soon, but reaching that halfway point of regulation now. And so far, a good clean run, keeping the body on the truck, still getting some good combos and saves in the mix. So if he can just ramp it up a bit and get some more big air, some big moves in, it'll help him out a ton. Going for the log jump now. And again, just being able to keep the body of the truck intact, again, it speaks volumes. Northern Nightmare was able to do it up until towards the end of his run, which is fine. I feel like staying in control for the majority of your run, that's honestly sometimes the best thing to do. But here you go, some of the body's shedding off now. He's gonna go for a Cyclone as he has 13 seconds left in regulation. So right here is a good time to get one last big move, and let's see if he can do it. Jumping into the pond, cross-threading a bit, and up and over into a save. Can he keep it on? Yes, he is gonna be able to keep it and get a little, I wouldn't even say a wheelie, but just standing it up for a bit. And he is now in bonus, and let's see what he has in store for us now. Looks like he's going to go in reverse for a reverse Cyclone. So another unique move that we haven't seen yet, and definitely one the judges will appreciate, I'm sure. So greatly done by Max D. Not to mention, there was some good speed behind those Cyclones there, which is something you wouldn't really see in reverse. Getting a nice backflip at the end of his run, and that's going to be it for Max D and Matt Johnson. So a great debut in terms of freestyle for Matt Johnson here in the All-Star Challenge. So taking a look at his replay and looking back at his run as we wait for the scores to come in. Is it going to be enough to take the lead away from Northern Nightmare? We're going to have to wait and see, as they should be wrapping up the scores here shortly. And again, that reverse donut there, and the speed, like I'm saying, the speed behind it is incredible as well. And there it is, a 32 for Max D and Matt Johnson, 30 in regulation, 2 in bonus. So not a bad score. Pretty good score for Max D and Matt Johnson, but not enough to take the lead. Here comes El Toro Loco and Drift.912, the team captain of Team Crazy Jammers, starting off with some big air. And again, currently one of his teammates holds that freestyle lead. So at this point, he can either try to beat him or at least try to join him and get near that score to help to better benefit them in the end, because they need all the points they can get. And right here, able to save the truck and save the competition for him right now, getting a nice bicycle to combo right after the fact. So Drift.912, again, the Arena Series Season 3 winner, a veteran to this competition as a whole, was in Season 1 and 2 in the Stadium Series. Unfortunately, Season 2 was when he got sent down to the Arena Series, but he put on a show and really dominated down there and took that season win. So he does have at least a trophy under his belt, really 2. He was the World Finals 2 High Jump champion as well, and put on a hell of a racing competition in World Finals 2 also, so we can't forget about that. But so far, a great run and a beautiful save. Look at that. You love to see it. Another save right after the fact. So 25 seconds or so left in regulation. So we got to see what else he has in store for us. Another nice save. Again, a lot of these jumps end up coming to being an advantage to these drivers, because as you're about to flip over, that angle comes in and really helps you out and gets you back on all fours. So 10 seconds left now. Enough for one big move. He's going to go for a backflip. And can he land it cleanly? Yes, perfect rotation. Landing it on all 4 tires, and he is now in bonus time. Some nice big air off that center jump. Not the biggest we've seen, but still big air nonetheless. Gonna go for a backflip now. Can he land this one cleanly? And he is. Perfectly done by El Toro Loco. Trying to get a moonwalk out of it, going a little crazy, but he's back on all 4s and has enough time for, again, one more big move. At least here in bonus time. Let's see what he has in store. 5 seconds, and he may be running out of time. And that's it. This move right here will not count towards bonus. Anything past this point will not. And he's just going off for a crazy ride. This is for the fans and saving it, beautifully done. And a great way to end your run here in Freestyle. So, we wait for the judges as we take a look at his replays. And again, great moves. Again, we have not seen a bad Freestyle so far. All of them have been pretty great. Yeah, the scores may vary a little bit, but just about every single run has been over 30, or really every single run has been over a 30. So just great runs all the way around. And we wait now for the scores, and there they are, a 36. So a great score, but not enough to take the lead away from his teammate. There is one more truck, though, and that's Megalodon and Brandon Thunder, hoping to lead his team to a victory here in the All-Star Challenge, and starting off with some huge air, and he's going to clear the entire jump cleanly. We haven't seen that done yet, and he was able to do it right then and there, stating his presence. Look at this, some of the biggest air we've seen, and I'm sure that would rival that of Angel Garcia, a crazy cartwheel frenzy after the fact, but able to control it. Still has the body on the truck, and he's still continuing the run, so he definitely wants to go out and take that top spot away from Northern Nightmare. Mind you, don't forget, this guy not only is the winner of Season 3 of the Stadium Series, but he is also your World Final 3 Freestyle Champion, and right here, somersaulting forward and still continuing the run, no problem. So, this guy knows how to freestyle. He has the hardware to prove it. Going for a backflip now, hitting it kind of hard. It did slow him down a bit as he approached it, now trying to combo it with a moonwalk, not quite getting it, but able to get the save, and he has 35 seconds left in regulation. And look at this, just the sick air, the huge air, right? Just at every single jump, just great all the way around. And if I'm Northern Nightmare and Alex Stevens, I am definitely sweating a little bit, because this could really take the lead away from him. Although there's only a 2-point gap there, a 2-point option there, given that he has a 43. So that's definitely a tough score to beat. He has to get a 44 or 45 to take that spot away. Going for a flip off the side of the containers there, getting a nice different camera angle for all the fans and everybody watching. Now he's in bonus time. So let's see what he can do. Bonus time could be the difference maker at this point, so he really needs to step up and do what he can. Not sure what's going on here. Looks like he's stuck in a sidewall, and he's going to go for his signature Sharknado move. Going around and around, not as intense as Best Trick. Looks like he still had some in his system from that competition, and a little short-lived, but it's fine. What is this? Hitting the obstacle in an awkward angle, kind of sending him twirling. Now, I don't know whether to call that a barrel roll or a corkscrew or what. And right here, ending the competition with a bang. So a great run for Megalodon and Brandon Thunder, and the body finally comes off after that amazing run. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at a replay of his run as we wait for the scores to come in, and this is going to be very interesting. As you can see, the sick air that he had in this somersault here, and just, I mean, it was great all the way around. But do the judges think it's enough to take the lead away from Northern Nightmare? That is a tough and short window for him to beat. So here we go. Scores are coming in, and a 40. So it's not going to be enough. Surprisingly, 36 in regulation form bonus. So Northern Nightmare and Alex Stevens is your freestyle winner. But who all is in the leaderboard, or where exactly are they in the leaderboards? Here we go. 3 of them are in the top 6, but 2 of them are in the top 3. So it all depends on the final point count, but I think it's obvious on who our winner of the All-Star Challenge is. And it is going to be Team Thunderstorm with a huge lead over Team Crazy Jammers, 209 to 182. So Team Thunderstorm, Brandon Thunder, and Megalodon led his team to a win here. So huge shout out to every single one of these drivers. Brandon Thunder, Matt Johnson, Cecily96, MMJ Producer, Daniel San Diego Murray, and Arcanine59 putting on an amazing show here. And not to shy away from Team Crazy Jammers, they put on an amazing show, amazing competition, got most of the competition wins, but Team Thunderstorm was more consistent, at least in the top 6, getting the most points possible, and they are your champions here in the All-Star Challenge. So thank you guys so much for watching the All-Star Challenge, and now it's time for the next chapter of this competition. We're going to be moving to the Showdown Champions League here pretty soon. We're going to have Tour Blue as one of the tours with 10 competitors. These are the competitors and the lineup for that competition. So huge shout out to every single one of them, as we're going to be having a 5-stop season for each tour and a World Finals event. So 11 weeks of crazy Monster Jam action. Tour Violet is the second tour in this competition, and this is the lineup of trucks and drivers for that competition. New faces, returning faces. It's going to be great, so can't wait to see you guys then. It's going to be starting very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being a part of this competition. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the Showdown Champions League. Thank you so much for watching.